5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's hope for a more even contest this time around, and let's hope Stork can pull out the victory here so that we can have at least a decent best of 5 matchup, so we can get at least 4 games out of this. And this time around, Stork is blue and Bisu is red, and Stork just starting up at the 8 o'clock position in blue and Bisu just at 4 o'clock in red. So it'll be interesting to see if either player scouts in the right direction. I think Bisu scouting counterclockwise. I think counterclockwise seems to be the pattern that most pro gamers like to scout in, generally speaking. So I think Bisu, if he scouts counterclockwise, he won't find Stork. So if the players do scout counterclockwise, Stork will find Bisu first. And again, because of the relative positions, the player who scouts in the wrong direction first might not actually be able to get in his opponent's base at all, because by that time the player might have a Zealot or a Dragoon blocking the ramp. It is a little bit more difficult to block the ramp on Desperado than other maps. I've seen units get by a single Zealot block on the ramp. So I mean, Bisu, I think, will see no need to change his strategy. He probably will see no need to try anything tricky, try anything risky, go for any sort of rush build. He's going to play a solid, confident game. He's going to go for an expansion at a reasonable time and make sure he is secure in the game. I think Stork is the one who will be more tempted to try something risky, but we will see if he actually goes for it or not. I think that would be a mistake. I think he needs to have confidence in his play. He needs to do what he does best, which is play a standard game and just make sure that he scouts and is aware of what Bisu is doing at all times and doesn't get caught off guard like he did in the last game. So Stork has both players identical builds again thus far, both players starting up their one gateway. The builds will really vary from here on in, and Bisu scouting clockwise, so Bisu scouting in the right direction. Bisu's going for a clockwise scout, so he's going to find Stork's base straight away, and I think the fact that he finds Stork's base straight away might give Stork a little bit of a clue of where his base is, if he sends his probe out, and he might see the direction in which Bisu's probe is coming from, but I think it might be too late for that now, because Stork has sent his probe out as well, and the two probes have crossed the paths, and Stork is scouting in the wrong direction. Stork is scouting northwards, I believe, so Stork is not going to be, okay, no, he's not, he's scouting in the right direction, so Stork is going to be able to get into Bisu's base as well, and Stork has actually started up his tech. Stork has actually started up his cybernetics core, and Bisu's going to, it looks like Bisu's going to be starting up the same thing as well, but Bisu is a little bit behind in terms of tech. He still has not put that cybernetics core down, so maybe he might be going for something different, but Stork definitely starting up that cybernetics core early on, so Stork is going for a tech build, but Bisu is aware of this, so that's going to allow Bisu to adapt and change his strategy accordingly. Stork is now in Bisu's base, and Bisu has yet to start that cybernetics core, so it'll be interesting to see what Bisu is going to do here. Bisu is still not started up that cybernetics core, and maybe Bisu might be deciding to expand here, so that's obviously going to be a variation in the game. If Bisu doesn't get that cybernetics core up quickly, he's going to find himself significantly behind in tech. And Bisu now rushing forward that Zealot. Bisu, I think, went to produce a Zealot first. Stork started that cybernetics core up before he produced anything else. And so Bisu is just trying to send that Zealot out to try and maybe do a little bit of damage to Stork before he has a Dragoon out. Stork going straight for Dragoon. And Bisu is starting up his cybernetics core. So the fact that Bisu went for that Zealot first seems to have slowed him down significantly in terms of the tech. And Stork obviously should have his Dragoon out any time now, so I think that's not going to bother him too much, even if Bisu managed to get that Zealot out in his main. The key will be if Bisu can kill any probes and hurt Stork a little bit. Bisu's probe has been harassing Stork, and now Bisu with a Zealot in, and Bisu has actually managed to kill off one probe of Stork's already. He managed to kill 2 probes before Stork's Dragoon pops out. Now Bisu's probe, scouting probe dies, so that equalizes it a little bit, and Stork really allowing Bisu. This is ridiculous. Stork's just not leaving his Dragoon hanging. Poor micro by Stork, and 3 probes get killed off, so that one Zealot doing significant damage to Stork. And that's really poor play by Stork, I have to say. That's not great micro at all. First of all, and the 4 probes die. Bisu takes out 4 probes. Hero Zealot, Bruce Lee Ninja Zealot takes out 4 probes. Poor play by Stork, brilliant play by Bisu, giving himself a decisive advantage early on in the game by killing those 4 probes. Stork's economy has got to be hurting hugely after that. 4 probes, that's 200 minerals down this early in the game. That can be enough to win the match for you. And it might be enough to win the match for Bisu. We won't know. Stork is getting his robotics facility up. Definitely Stork was ahead of in his tech a little bit. Bisu going for 2 gateways, Stork going for the robotics facility. So Stork should have his Reaver up earlier. Bisu with a 3, Bisu starting his robotics facility as well. So Bisu with 2 gateways and the robotics facility. Stork with 1 gateway in the robotics facility. The fact that Stork has lost those 4 probes probably means that he cannot afford to go 2 gateway robotics facility as early as Bisu. So Bisu already we are seeing with a significant advantage in the game. His robotics facility isn't too far behind Stork's, so he's not going to be too bothered about that. And again, I'm just going to tell you guys my game clock for anyone who's wondering. It's 4:24 now, and I'm going to give you a countdown to 4:30. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's 4:30 in my game clock, and I like the fact that MSL have this game clock. I wish MBC did as well. And Stork starting up his second assimilator. He's still not put up that gateway yet, and Stork with a second robotics facility. So Stork really going for a risky strategy. He's gone for a second robotics facility, just hoping that he can somehow outfox Reaver. I think the reason he's doing that is because he wants to get that shuttle and Reaver out early, because he realizes that losing those 4 probes has put him a little bit behind, and he knows he needs to try something different now to try and catch up with Bisu. This might backfire on in his face completely, we won't know, but he has gotten a second assimilator, and he's also gotten the second robotics facility built in a hidden position in his base. Bisu though has got 4 Dragoons pumping from those 2 gateways. Bisu starting his observatory first as well, so Bisu might not find that hidden robotics facility, because if he sends his observer straight down the middle, he might just see that normal robotics facility, but Stork needs to obviously move that shuttle away from there if he wants to hide what he's doing. Stork has got 3 Dragoons and a Zealot out as well, so he's not too far behind in terms of the number of units he has compared to Bisu with an extra Dragoon over Stork.